How's it going, everyone? And welcome back to the Sleepy Hearth, where today I'm kind of living up to the name because I feel pretty sleepy. Because I kind of just had a long day of work. Nothing too strenuous, just kind of one of them days. You know, the days that you have where you're not really feeling it. And I definitely had one of those today. But today I kind of thought of an idea, and I forget where I got the idea. I know I didn't just come up with it. Oh yeah, the quest. There's a quest for play 10 combo cards. So I'm like, you know what? Miles is trying to knock it out all in one shot. And we're going to do May I Take Your Order. Because it's like a combo meal. Because it's actually the name of the quest. So they even inspired the name of my deck. So I put in every combo card except for a few. I didn't want to convert it over to Wild. I don't have Edwin Van Cleef. I also don't, because I don't have him. He's too expensive for me to do just for this. So I don't have that, and I also don't have a couple other things. I don't have Kidnapper, and Sabotage is the one for Wild. And I didn't feel like crafting them just for this, because I'm probably not going to use them other than that. So that's kind of where that stands. But we got every other combo card. You can look over the deck list as you want. I'll let you pause the video and do that. For those of you watching on stream, I know you can't pause, but we're just going to play some games. See what we can get. I originally was going to stream some Owlboy. I might do that later. But right now, I kind of wanted to play a game that required a lot less thinking and a lot less commentary. Well, a lot less reading off the screen commentary, I guess. Alright, so it's right over here. Let's get going in. Ugh. I usually don't like to rant on about how my day goes and stuff, but if you're in the mood to hear it out, I might go into a little bit. It's nothing major, nothing bad happened. It's not a thing where, woe was me. It's just, I'm sure a lot of people in their mid-20s probably feel like they're coming into the workforce, working more than they're used to, and maybe you're paying off college debt or other debts, and you just kind of feel like you got no time. Maybe you work 40 or more hours a week, and you just kind of feel like all your time gets sucked away, and by the time you get home, by the time you have this so-called freedom, there's not much left to do. You only got, a few hours left. You gotta cook yourself dinner. You gotta clean your house. And it's just one of those things, and I know some of that's pretty easy to keep track of. Like, for example, cleaning house is not all that difficult if it's already clean, if you just keep on top of it, but that's not the case for me. Cooking is something that I kind of have to take serious. Like, I can't just do quick, easy meals, because I'm not supposed to have a ton of salt. So usually pre-made things have a lot of salt, so I have to first cook a lot of my own stuff, which isn't bad. I mean, it's a lot healthier. Speaking of health, it's like, I'm trying to work out more. Oh man, this is going to be a crazy deck. I can just feel it. Alright. So let's go ahead and take care of a few things here. I'm going to get this guy out of the way. And then we have a couple options. I think what we're going to do is get this guy out here. And then we're also going to get a Cold Blood. Now we have a 6/3. It's pretty good. Hopefully he doesn't have an Execute. That'd be kind of rough. I'm thinking he doesn't. But it might be just as bad, if not worse. Shield Slam needs to cost more. It really does. It should be a 3 cost with how much damage it can do. Unfortunately with combo decks, there's not really a whole lot I can do. I can't play out this. Can't really do much of anything, to be honest. It's like if I attack, I just give him an armor. I guess I might as well get rid of it. Or bring it down a peg, I suppose. But anyway. Yeah, just... in general, I just kind of felt like I've had a lot less time to do things. And Sorry, I was taking my headset off. Oh, man, this is going to be rough. How do I get past this? Guess I'll just put up the Psychotron for now. Keep plugging away at him. But, I'm trying to make YouTube and Twitch become a thing. And one day, praying that can replace my current career as a career. And the other problem is what kind of makes the day drag on. And I know a lot of you that do, have certain jobs can probably attest that this happens a lot. Is, wherever you work, you're probably gonna have people that just don't like their job. I mean, that happens to everybody. But I guess it just depends on how people carry themselves when it comes to that. That makes the huge difference. For example, you might not like your job, but you're not going to groan about it, 10 times a day. Or maybe you do, I don't know. But it's kind of just one of those things of, is it really worth spending all your time complaining? Or would you rather, use that energy to focus on something else? I work with a lot of people that, they complain about the company or they complain about, what they do. And in reality, what I do is, technically, it's the easiest thing I've ever done. Like, I work in an office. I don't do a whole lot of stuff. And some of the tasks in there for other people can be kind of crazy, depending on what your role is. But at the same time, it's like, come on, man, just chill out. It's gonna be okay. You just need to take a step back and realize that, it's not the end of the world. Got too many combo cards. Yeah, I guess we'll just trade out this. Give it a bunch of attack and we'll go. Oh, I should have done head crack. That's what I should have done. Oh well. Maybe next time. But it's just a lot of people who complain, and it's a huge age range. It's anywhere from people in their 20s all the way up through their 50s. And a lot of them have been there for like years. And it just kind of makes me think of like, man, if it's, really not that good, oh, hey, that works for me. Headcrack's gonna get to see some value, hopefully. Let's see what we get. Sprint. I really want to take advantage of the head crack. So check this out. Boom. 14 damage right there. And we're gonna go ahead and do that. And the head crack. 4 more damage. And boom. Beautiful. Love it. And head crack comes back. But yeah, I mean, I've only been at this particular job for about 7 months, and the money's pretty good. It's kind of why I'm there. It's because of the money. And now, admittedly, I could be looking for an alternative position. I'm not super qualified for a whole lot, unfortunately, just because all I have is an associate's degree in college. And I mean, admittedly, it's better than some people. It's not bad per se. It's just not doing me a whole lot of good, I guess. Let's see. I'll go ahead and play out. You only got 1 charge of that left. I really want to get that last bit of damage in there. So I'm going to go ahead and summon him out, and then we'll hit crack again. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, she already attacked. That's fine. We're gonna get the supreme value out of that sword. But anyway, what are they going on about? I mean, I could be looking for other stuff. I should be looking for other stuff, but qualifications and money say, hey, I need to be here. Because unfortunately, I'm trying to pay some things off. Like, I got some credit cards that I racked up on. Luckily, I don't have any student debt. I count my lucky stars for that. I got a car loan. So, there's just a lot of things. Some of them are kind of standard. I feel like car loan's something that's more common, especially if you want something that's decent. Because I had a car for a long time that I used and eventually just kind of fell apart. I had it for 7 years. It was 1998 Nissan Maxima. Nothing crazy, but it got the job done. Trying to think of the best deal here. Probably going to be the agent. Gunning for, I don't know. Screw it. Gun for the face. Might as well. I can't really do a whole lot else. I know I should try to kill that 7-4, but that's not going to happen. I know I'm not really playing all that well. I'm mostly just playing for the quest. I wonder if I actually need to get the combo in order to complete the quest. I don't know. Just said play 10 combo cards. Anyway, I had that for a while. Then eventually I bought myself a newer car. I took the jump all the way from that to a 2012 Ford Fusion, which I don't care what your opinions are on cars. I know, like, oh, Ford's not good, blah, blah, blah. But it's been treating me pretty well. I've had it for 3 years, no problems. So it's been really good. I'm not complaining about the car per se, but it's just like one of those things I'm still paying it off. That's the problem, is that I'm paying it off. I'm trying to accomplish a lot of things. I got that to pay for. I got the credit cards, like I said. Everyone's got a phone bill. I'm really lucky right now with the living situation, so rent and things like that aren't as big of a concern. But before, I used to have to pay all that on top of everything else. So it's just like, my God, when does it ever end? Oh, hey, he's got a Reno. It's pretty funny. That adds insult to a lot of injury. That's fine though. First off, get rid of that. Yeah. Second, say hello to some friends. And then we're gonna head crack you. And then we're gonna tomb pillage you. But nah, you know what? Reno, you get to finish the job. Alright. At least I can't lose stars with this ring. There we go. Sweet. We did it. All in one shot. So now I can actually play some real stuff here. Only 75 gold. Come on. Got more than that, right? Rogue. I guess I have to win. Alright. Let's go play some Paladin. Alright. Where to go? There it is. The old Pally. So, just kind of, it's one of those things where I don't try to think about things too often. As far as, the looming adult responsibilities. But it's just kind of one of them days. Like I said, where things just kind of come down on you. All throughout the day. My job isn't very engaging. So, I'm kind of left to just be lost in thought all day. I mean, the nice thing is I'm able to listen to music at work. And usually I end up just listening to podcasts, but the bad thing is I have no internet connection at work. So I can't listen to Pandora, or I can't listen to, because I don't use the other one. What's the other big one? It's Pandora. Spotify, that's the one. I don't use Spotify. I always like Pandora more. And I know Spotify, you can, I think, just listen to whatever band. Like, say you just want to listen to one band, you can. But for me, I kind of just like to not know what's coming. It's a lot more fun that way. I think we're going to wait till turn 3 to play Silver Moon on our Nerubian egg. But yeah. So it's like I have no internet connection, so I have to download whatever I want to listen to. And, you're there for 8 hours. So you kind of blow through a lot of music really, really quick. Doesn't take much at all, to be honest. So I usually end up listening to a lot of podcasts. But even then, I can only stand so much of it. I take off the headphones. People around me are just kind of more or less miserable. I used to sit next to some really cool people, but then we got moved. What is this guy doing? Oh, okay. Oh man, he showed me. That's very unfortunate. There goes my combo. Although technically, I could play my Arcanosmith. But do I want to? Nah, I think we'll just throw out this for now. But, yeah. I forget what I was going on about. Oh, yeah. So it's like, here's the thing. It's not the worst situation. But, when I spend a third of my day, like a third of an actual day, not even just my day. Technically, it's more than a third of my day, because there's the drive there, the drive back. You have to take a half-hour lunch. So therefore, let me count my stuff here. I'll wait one more turn to do it. Come on, Rag. Let's get there. What do we got? Hey, that actually works pretty well. Sweet. The deck's gonna get there. So it's like, and then you gotta sleep, technically 8 hours, but even though I've only been getting like 6 hours of sleep lately, which I know to some is probably still a decent amount, but to me, not so much. And it's just one of those, like, I've had much worse jobs. I really have. I used to work at a bank call center. That was probably the worst thing I ever did for about a year and a half. That literally sucked my soul away. But at the same time, that was years ago. Life was a bit different. Other stresses weren't really a big factor. I didn't have any debt back then, like, at all. Nothing I had to try to pay off. So now that's a little bit different. Phone's going off. I'm going to have to turn that down. But so and then back then I wasn't trying to become anything on YouTube or anything, because even though I'm still just a super small time guy, I try to treat this as what it would be like. Oh, I technically messed that up. I should have waited one more turn, but you know what? Screw it. We'll be fine. Let's go ahead and do this. Oh no! No! Oh god. That's kind of funny. Well, I guess he's got to kill it or lose his 3-2. He won't be able to play out anything unless he kills it. So I guess that kind of works. It's not the worst thing in the world, and we still get a 4-4 out of the deal. So, oh my god, that's funny. Reminds me of, what's it called? That mech that would summon the 2 cost. Dang. Yeah, he's just going ham now. My god. Going right for the face. I don't know if that's going to work out for him or not. We'll find out. Defender of Argus. Let's see. I think I'm just doing Arcanosmith. He's probably got a Flame Strike coming up. So let's go ahead and boost him. There we go. At least keep 2 of them alive. But, anyway. So technically speaking, that was the most stressful place, was at the bank. Then I worked at a mattress store for about 9 months. And that was the equivalent to watching paint dry. Because not only did my phone not really ever have signal, but it was 10-hour shifts. And you might have seen maybe just a couple of customers per day. And overall, it was a rough time. It really was. Don't recommend it to really anybody. But that's what happened. And then I didn't sell enough mattresses, so they let me go. And then on top of that, oh man, you got my 4-2. No. After that, trying to think. No, it was the mattress place and then the bank. And then we ended up moving. Thank God. And now we're here. And then I was unemployed for about a year, which I wasted a lot of that time. It was so stupid. I was so obsessed at the time, like I couldn't think it because I wanted to brand myself with a better YouTube name. I didn't want to do the thing that most YouTubers go through where they regret that name, so I spent months literally trying to think of one. Hold on, I got some background noise. There we go. Alright, so yeah, I was unemployed for a while. I ended up starting up a YouTube channel that didn't really do all that great. Because at the time, I was newly infatuated with the idea of YouTube. And that was around the time where a lot of people were doing Markiplier, PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye kind of copies. Because those are the ones that were like the big up-and-comers. You know, they'd only been around for a short while. And oh my god, this guy really sheeped 2 things. Jesus. He's running out of steam. That's the good thing for me. Doesn't appear to have a flame strike yet. So I'll have to capitalize on that. Anyway. Hold on. This will make 6. And then 7. There we go. I think we'll wait. But so even if I would have done all that, and I might have been able to do it, but I didn't feel great doing it at the time, and I eventually scrapped it. And I started up this channel initially. And I tried it out for a little bit, and then I kind of left it by the wayside for a while. And then I went, as you know, I ended up coming back to it. And, you know, I know I told this story a little bit before. Somebody messaged me or left a comment on the video. It's like, hey, I miss seeing you in my inbox. You know, it was great. You know, your videos were awesome. And I remember thinking at the time, like, what do you mean my videos are awesome? I only have 8 subscribers and barely any views. You know, I thought people only cared about the big timers. You know, obviously that's not true, but it still felt pretty cool knowing that, you know, someone thought that highly of me. And basically because of that comment alone, I started doing this more. Like, all it took was that one little bit of push. Here I am. Now, technically speaking, I've grown a lot. But I kind of, like, I've seen other channels grow a bit faster and put out less content. And I wonder, and, you know, I'm looking at the kind of content they put out, I'm like, where are they seeing that growth where I'm not? You know, is it just the ASMR's not that popular? And then I look around, there's tons of popular ASMR. So, it's just one of those things that kind of wears on you now and again. You know, it's not super bad or anything. I mean, things could be a lot worse. I might not have never grown at all. I mean, heck, I got someone to actually, you know, apparently I'm good enough that someone thought was good enough to support on Patreon. It's a pretty big deal to me. And I haven't really done anything with that yet. I still gotta get to that. But, I'm getting there. And, well, I just gotta get rid of this guy real quick. How much damage do I got? I got 9. I think I might actually have lethal. Almost. Not quite. Very, very close. When I put out another revenge. Yep. Let's see if he's got that magic bullet. But, anyway. So, yeah, all this just kind of stemmed from an off day. And I'm praying and hoping that, I don't have too many more of these. Oh my god, he's getting so close. Is that it? Did he already attack? I can't tell. Oh, that is the most BS win I've ever seen. It's not even a good game. It's not a well played. That's ridiculously lucky. You know what? I've top decked a lot of things before with this same deck, so can't really be upset. But yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if I want to play a whole nother game, to be honest. I think I might just wrap this one up. So yeah, this week, there hasn't been much to the week. It's only Wednesday. Oh, I'm yawning. And I know people have been going through some tough times. Obviously, everyone has, and it does kind of know, or it is kind of nice to know that even I have helped other people. I've gotten comments saying that I've helped them through stressful times, or I've helped them get to sleep, or helped them relax at the end of a day. And it feels great to hear that, because there's YouTubers like that for me. I'll watch Game Grumps or Markiplier. I don't really have a whole lot of time to devote to watching YouTubes. Otherwise, I'll try to branch out and discover more. But those are the ones I usually watch with my wife because she likes them. I used to watch a lot of Jesse Cox or Wal Crendor. I still do a bit. Oddly enough, I usually watch them when I'm going to bed. Total Biscuit, I like his game coverage. Those are the big ones for me. One that I used to watch a lot, I probably should get back into, though I don't remember exactly what he's been up to lately, is one named aka Mike B. He's a bit of a, I guess you could say, older YouTuber. He was kind of around before, in the generation before Markiplier and all that, back when having 50,000 or so subscribers was a pretty big deal. When he was able to make a living off of doing videos that got about 4,000 views a video. He was able to make a living off that. And nowadays, I know the environment's completely different. You can't make nearly the same kind of chunk of change that you used to be able to make. And I know it's just going to keep going that way for a while. But, so yeah, I'm gonna wrap this one up. I might play some Owlboy. I don't know. I got a lot of things I gotta do. I gotta cook my dinner. Gotta do my laundry. I got a lot of things I gotta take care of today. So I might not get to it today. But rest assured, this video is going up. I might also upload another one just in case. This one might be a bit too melodramatic for some. If you watch any video past this video, the next, I think, Hearthstone or Overwatch or anything, I already recorded days ago. So, I don't know. I'm rambling on at this point. Anyone who's reached the stream right now, I'm just doing the ramble. I feel bad. But let's get into this. If my rambling didn't bother you, and if you like what I do, you can check me out at patreon.com/sleepyhearth. And if you feel like you want to support, go ahead and do that if you want. Obviously you don't have to. It's a thing where, for those of you who think it's really worth it, do it. If not, I honestly, just reading your comments or you hitting the like button means a lot. And technically, YouTube puts that in its algorithm, so the more interaction a video gets, it earns more money anyway. So, technically speaking, even just that little bit is kind of like a mini donation in a way. And if you don't want to support through paying money, if you have ad block, what you can do is you can take ad block and you can actually whitelist certain pages. So you can either probably whitelist my specific YouTube page or just YouTube in general. I actually don't use ad block for YouTube, but I'll use it for a lot of other sites that might have ads on the side or whatever that play stuff, or like something that might have some kind of weird overlay thing that gets really annoying. Or if I go to a website and I'm like, oh man, what if this site has malicious ads, which doesn't really exist anymore. But I don't use it on YouTube. I don't use it on certain other websites. So if you take me off ad block, that will actually help a ton. So keep that in mind. Outside of that, I don't know. I guess you can also follow me on Twitter, of course, and that way you'll see when I go live. Turn on your Twitch notifications for me to see when I go live, because I don't think that's an automatic thing. There's a lot of little things you can do if you don't want to, use the old wallets. There's a lot of people I'd love to support on Patreon, but trust me, I know the feeling. I'm trying to get by, do the thing on my own, and I know everyone's kind of doing that too. But God, I am super rambly. God, it's like I want to apologize, but I'm sure you're tired of hearing that too. Anyway, I'm tired. I am going to go possibly take a nap on top of everything else, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. Maybe listening to this in some way kind of made you feel better, because it's like, hey, my life's not perfect. It's one of those things. Like a friend of mine, this is my last final story. Swear to God. It's like I went over to a friend's house, and this is a friend of mine who always seems like they're in a really good mood. Like nothing could bring him down. But I kind of saw him down, and I kind of saw him stressing out about things. A lot of things similar to what I was stressing out about. And I kind of felt good to know that they were stressing out about it. It's like I don't want to see them stressed, but just to know that somebody else is in the same boat as you, it feels good. So maybe in some kind of weird way this is cathartic, or if I'm using that word correctly, some weird way of knowing like, hey, this guy's going through a stressful day. Oh well, I'm in the same boat because I too went through a stressful day, kind of a thing. So just kind of one of those things. A bit of pouring out of the real life. It doesn't happen too often. For the most part, it's been pretty decent. It's just sometimes some days are heavier than others. So anyway, guys, I love you all as always, and I will catch you later.